Shane, you've had a very colourful career as Bridget's and Roscommon's resident keeper. How was it that you got landed between the sticks?
Old age, actually, funnily enough, and injuries. I played actually most of my outfield career, or most of my Gaelic football career outfield until I was 28, 29. And out of necessity, I ended up going back out in goal because of injury. My back was giving me trouble, and there was a lot of full-backs and centre-half backs around the county and country who were very fond of scalping me for some reason. So I just concentrated then on the goalkeeping position. And as you know, I played in League of Ireland football with your late great uncle, Jelly, for a long time with Athlone Town. Great memories. And it was kind of a natural progression just to go back in and concentrate on it, and it was better to be able to hit fellas than being hit, so without getting a slap back. So that's how I ended up back between the sticks.
The 1989 Connacht final will stick out in many people's memory for that famous penalty. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
I don't think it was me at all, looking back, you know. Some fella took it out on YouTube again the other night just to have a look at it. One of those things, I mean, you look at youthful exuberance, I put it down to, and as I've said often, I'm delighted that it hit the back of the net, because if it had missed, it's probably in the Outer Hebrides I'd be, or in Lower Jamaica or Brazil or somewhere hiding out.
How do you see the changes in training then and now?
I'm not so sure in terms of training that they're, you know, people say it's gone another level, and yes, definitely it has in terms of the commitment, the time that's involved. I think, you know, I look back on my own career and the players I played with, we all trained quite hard, very hard actually. But I think it's the off the field discipline the players have now. Is a credit to them. I mean, they're all gymming now. They've all got their abs and their muscles and their six packs and their this, that, and the other. The only six pack I could find back in the day was a Carlsberg or a Guinness one. So you know, that's really what has changed. I think it's the prep that the players really put into it. The mind their diets. They're really are professional in everything but name in terms of the commitment. I'm not one that believes that the players are in any ways elite in terms of sporting environment in GAA. I think there is a vast difference between professionalism and amateurism, notwithstanding the fact that I think one or two teams in Gaelic football and hurling have probably crossed the boundary in terms of the amateur ethos. Whether other teams can do that or not, I'm not too sure. I don't think the resources are there, but certainly it's high-class amateur sport, and the players are highly dedicated now, both on and off the pitch. We loved a couple of pints, you know, after a match. We loved socialising with the supporters. We loved the banter and the crack you'd have, you know, meeting people after games. I don't see players doing that now, and I think it's a loss. We're blessed in Roscommon, you know, with players that get out into the schools, and Sam is very good at it. A lot of them do, I'm sure, that I don't know about it. Niall Carty, Niall Daly, brilliant guys up in Porrick Pierce's, David Murray and the Dailies, all very good at doing that type of thing. So it's a great connection to have with your locality, with the schools, with the children, because that's the next generation that comes along. And I think county players probably don't understand or realise, and maybe they're too nice in a lot of respects, but they are heroes to a lot of young kids, and you know, a good word to a child is worth an awful lot. I remember back in my day, you had heroes, Dermot Airleys, the Michael Frains, Tony Hanahos, the Brian Mullinses. When you meet them, and that, you know, if they just deferred to you and said hello, it was worth a lot, and that still counts today. And I think that's something the GAA has unique, and it's great. But there is maybe a small lack of connection, I think. Post matches, everybody's watching what they're drinking, and they're on these big guzzlers of fruit juices and that sort of stuff. I like the old pint of Guinness after the game myself.
In 2013, you achieved All-Ireland glory with St. Bridget's. There was probably a few pints of Guinness after that. What did it mean to yourself and to the parish?
There's barrels of it, I think, Aoife. Look at, you know, it's. I just say to people, and you know, it's one of those things in life that we were very lucky to achieve as a group. We obviously had a tremendous manager and coach in Kevin and Liam and Benny. Great backroom team. Everyone that was involved, too many to mention. and the players just were highly, highly dedicated to that process of trying to win in All Ireland. And no more than Mayo, no more than a lot of teams, some days you need that little bit of Irish charm or luck or whatever it is that you need to go with you. We performed quite well. 14 of the players did. I wasn't great on the day myself. I conceded 2 goals, which I'm still not happy about. But we got over the line, and there's a lot of memories from that. Certainly as a player, it's great to have them, but you're also kind of maybe a little bit envious of the supporters, because in the aftermath there were stories from the stands and the stories from here, and the kids are telling you this, they're telling you that, and you don't get that as a player, so in terms of supporting, I think we had a great time after and listened, regaled by stories of the elder people and people crying, with the delight of winning a senior club, winning All Ireland, senior All Ireland is something that doesn't happen too many clubs, and it hadn't happened to any other Roscommon club, and it could be some time before it happens again. So it was nice to be part of it. Great memories, but it's time now for other players to make their memories as well, and that's the future.
What do you miss about playing football and part of a team?
I miss the dressing room. I think and it's probably only this year more than last year. I didn't miss it that much, but this year I think the dressing room, and I'm involved in management and that, and involved in terms of team preparation and that, but it's completely different. It's hugely different than being a player, being out in the park and being able to affect the game and do the right things, maybe sometimes do the wrong things. It's just so different. And look, I didn't. I played for so long that I played till I was 43, almost 44, and I got a great innings at it, but I still miss it. And I think, I think the same for every player. When you pass on, you pass on. You look back fondly at the memories. I met great people. But Tom Kerr, my old manager, used to say, if there's one thing I'd like to ever do again, it would be to put on the boots in a Connacht final or a Connacht semi-final, whatever it may be, and play. But it can't happen, and that's life. But we enjoyed it, and that's the way it goes.